Hello, it's Angus here at the Bureau of Meteorology. Today is Monday the 24th of July. This is the weather for the week ahead, and there is a bit happening too, so let's get right into it. And we'll start with a look at the overall pressure pattern across Australia, with a big high centred here in the Bight, and that's bringing settled clear weather to the majority of the country, but not everywhere. This map is a little misleading across Queensland. Let's zoom in for a closer look. A coastal trough with some strong winds is all we can see on this map, but remember, this is a surface level map showing what's happening at ground level, whereas the weather across Queensland at the moment is being generated by something a little bit higher up in the atmosphere, which we can see if we put on the water vapour imagery. Now this highlights moist areas in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and if you look closely through the looping water vapour imagery from this morning, you can see a bit of circulation in here across central Queensland. Circulation tends to come around when cloud and moisture wraps into a low pressure area, and indeed we do have an elevated area of low pressure across Queensland at the moment, and that is generating some rainfall. Some pretty sizable totals this morning, 30 to 40 millimetres in places. There was also earlier today some very heavy showers along coastal parts of New South Wales. Those showers down here are clearing, but there is some more rain in the tank across Queensland for the rest of Monday, and if we switch onto the forecast for the next couple of days, we will see this area of rain gradually shifting up the coastline through the central coast, the Whitsundays, and then by Wednesday the heavier falls settling into those wet tropics there in northeastern Queensland. What else is happening across the country this week? Well, let's zoom back out to the big overview. With this high pressure in the south moving eastwards, the next wintry front is onto the southwest of the country Tuesday night, and then from Wednesday through until Friday that front races across the southern half of the country quite quickly, mind you, so by the weekend it is looking to push out into the Tasman Sea. I want to highlight a couple of things with this next front as well. Firstly, precipitable water. This is sort of a look at how much moisture is available in the atmosphere for rain. And when that front arrives on the coast of Western Australia, the darker greens show the higher precipitable water amounts. And that's because it's linked to and fueled by the warm conditions in the tropical Indian Ocean. This means we expect to see a coherent and cohesive band of rain as our front arrives. And indeed we do. At first, see this band of rain move on to the west of the country Tuesday night, but quite quickly it gets a little more ragged and scrappy as it moves across these southern places. All of a sudden though, on Thursday, this rain picks up a bit more energy and vigour as it moves through Adelaide, and it will bring a solid dose of wet weather to Adelaide, Melbourne, Hobart, probably Canberra, and maybe Sydney as well, all towards the end of the week. Quick look at total rainfall expected across this week. We might get 25 millimetres or so down here in the southwest, with a little bit of rainfall up here all the way to Exmouth, not much through the middle, and then maybe 10 to 20 or even more in the southeast. The final thing I'm going to touch on before we wrap up is the temperature for the week ahead, and I've put it on a map here. You'll notice I've taken off all the point locations. There are hundreds or even thousands of spots across Australia. You can't fit them all on the map here, but what I'm trying to show you is the pattern of what happens to the temperature this week across the national scale. This is the maximum temperature for Monday. I'm going to jump to Tuesday and watch how pretty much everywhere gets warmer. It's an increasing trend into Tuesday, a warmer day tomorrow. Then Wednesday, again, almost everywhere is sliding up the scale. Warmer on Wednesday, once again warmer on Thursday for almost all of Australia, and finally Friday, well, getting quite warm across the north, a little bit cooler though in some southern places. If you want to find the detail for your temperature or indeed your forecast in your location, you know where to go. bom.gov.au, and make sure you have got the BOM Weather app. That's all from me for today. We will catch you next time.